town, right? That's not your place up north, right?
No, I'm in Montana.
Oh, you're in Montana. Oh, your at home is beautiful. I love those exposed brick walls like that. Ah, I miss that.
It's
City life.
it's
That's
original brick from 1884.
Oh my
That's cool.
gosh.
That is really neat.
It's kind of fun to be here.
Yeah, so much history.
Yeah, snow. We got dumped on yesterday. We got 6 inches of snow maybe in a couple hours.
Wow.
Yeah,
So fun.
it is fun. I was
fun when you don't have to shovel the driveway.
Well, there is that. You got to do that.
True.
Where are you, Andy, again?
I'm in Montana.
Oh,
Yeah, it's nice. It's chilly.
How cold is it?
It's probably 25 right now.
Oh
So
my
were you-
God. It's cold here too. It's supposed to be 70 today. Only 70.
It's actually not as bad as you think. I mean, I guess somebody that's more of a warm weather kind of person, it's chilly, but I mean, I'm out in a vest and a long sleeve shirt, It's a dry cold. It's not soggy.
some people from California I know have retired there to Montana,
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of transplanting going on here. I'm in Bozeman and the town is growing like crazy. I grew up here and back then I think Bozeman was maybe a population of like 10,000, 15,000 maybe. And Bozeman proper now is up to 50, and they're anticipating in the next 15 years that the population will be the equivalent to like St. Paul, Minnesota, which is 250,000.
Whoa.
Wow.
Lots of growth.
There's a lot of movement happening all over the country that right now. It's just crazy. There's a ton of people moving out of the Bay Area. LA is not quite so clear what the hell's going on. We got some people leaving, but not as bad. But just
going to
all over-
Sacramento.
Yeah, a lot of people moving all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of people moving to Reno, Tahoe area. A lot of people going to Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of it, I think part of it is taxes. I mean, the taxes in California are the highest in the country.
Yeah.
Taxes here in Montana are about half, maybe a little more than half of what they are in California.
Yeah, we were talking about on the morning call, and over the last couple of weeks, there's a parade of companies that are leaving out of California to Austin, Texas, and some other places. Oracle's moving their headquarters.
Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla and Elon Musk and that whole group. Although who knows exactly what that means? Because
yeah, Tesla. I got some inside scoop on Tesla, and they said the person who's pretty high up said that he's just threatening. That he probably will not move out of California. For his main, as his main branch, like
Elon Musk.
He's got, Elon. Yeah, Elon's is
Trying to get a tax break here.
He's throwing a tantrum. Yeah.
Well,
I'd take a tax break.
Yeah. Sure. Right.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Andy.
Hi. Sorry I missed the ALC thing. I had a little COVID scare. I got really sick fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And luckily it was not that. It was just
You get all freaked out. It's just, one of the other million flus that are out there that, that we are susceptible to.
Yep. It was a cold, but it went
so
Went
glad to
quick.
hear that you're not, really, that you're feeling better. How's
Yeah.
that?
Thank you.
Right? You prepared for your Christmas in the snow? How deep are you out there now?
Well, you know what? It's been pretty sparse until yesterday. And yesterday it was like whiteout blizzard for several hours. I was sitting here working and I look up and literally I couldn't see my neighbor's house. And the snow here is really dry. The snowflakes were like the size of dimes and it was white out for a couple hours and we got 6 inches yesterday. And then I think it's supposed to
Crunchy.
snow.
Is it crunchy when you step on the fresh snow?
A little bit, but it's so dry you can't make a snowball.
It doesn't stick
No.
together?
Nope. Bridger was out here trying to make a snowman and it was a fail.
Oh, bummer, dude.
Yeah.
You needed some armature.
Yeah. So they left. They're skiing again.
Mm. And skiing, but for skiing, it must be really like it's powder. It's like it's just you're blowing through fluff,
Yeah.
right?
It's,
Oh,
yeah,
that's-
it's ideal. They went dog sledding yesterday.
Oh,
I haven't been tobogganing in so many years. That would be so much fun.
yeah, Andy, you were in your element for skiing.
I am. I mean, I'll be honest. I haven't left my desk very much. I haven't skied or anything like that. We're gonna go on Christmas Day. We're going up to Big Sky, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun for Bridge. It's nice to be here and
Yeah,
feels like Christmas.
a winter wonderland.
Yeah.
Well, I think today is going to be real light because there was some confusion as to whether we were going to have one or not. But let's enjoy each other's company, right? If only for a bit before the end of the year, because this will be the last meeting for the year. Tell me something good, please.
I have
made an
something
offer
really
for an
good.
investor.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Glenn, go ahead.
I made an offer on a property in City Terrace for an investor. We were initially told that it wouldn't fly because it was too low, but he said, send it over because this house has just been sitting there for at least 2 months while all the other properties are just flying off of the MLS and with multiple offers. So we shall see.
All right. Fingers crossed for you, Clint.
Okay,
Excellent.
thank you.
What do you got, Andy? Aside from living in Narnia.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Andy.
No, it's all good. So there was a big news release with Movement yesterday. The company has what's called the Movement Foundation, and they set this up to build charter schools and stuff for underprivileged kids and all that stuff. Long story short, so this year for 2020, Movement has helped 100,000 families buy or refinance homes. And with that, Movement contributed $200 million to the Movement Foundation to help build more charter schools, healthcare facilities, and low-income housing, which is really cool.
Wow.
So it's pretty neat and pretty powerful that literally every loan that we do, a piece of that goes to doing these sort of things and helping underprivileged kids and lower income communities and things like that. So pretty cool.
That's really, it feels good to be part of a company like that where you feel like there's a social consciousness at a low bar, having a social consciousness. And then what they do is kind of raise that bar to actually trying to do some good.
Yeah, it is really neat. So
That's amazing. Yeah, that is good. Thank you, Andy, for sharing. Anybody else? All right, let's get this party started then. How you doing today, Miss Bates? What do you got? Oh, very colorful background.
Yes, it's Christmas, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Speaking of which, here's some photos from our our drive-by gift giving. You see there, everybody drove by. It was actually a very great success in that everyone we gave out over 2/3 of the bags on the day of, and people came the next day and picked up the rest of them. It was really wonderful to see a bunch of people I haven't seen for a while in the flesh and say hi in a socially distanced, appropriate manner.
A lot of fun.
Oh, and big shout out to John who orchestrated the whole thing and made the event really sparkly and fabulous. Thank you, John.
You made it sparkly, Joey?
He did make it sparkly. I know that's is that a bad word?
No, it's just funny.
He zhuzhed it up. All right, let's see. What do we got going on this week? There's actually more stuff going on. Ed, you're on a hiatus until next Monday.
So actually, Thursday there will be no morning call tomorrow and Friday, and then we will be back on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Although I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing or have a substitute figuring that out. And then we're going to be off again next Thursday, Friday, and then on full swing back to the normal schedule back on January 4th.
Excellent. And here's your coaching corner. Any parting words for the year, Ed? Any?
I will say, we were talking about this morning. Most of us work really hard as realtors, and it's a very stressful job and crazy, and the hours are nuts sometimes and everything. So if you're planning on taking some time off, I hope you do take that time off to really recharge as best as you can under the crazy circumstances and all. But I find that if I try to just keep work, at some point I start to burn out, and in the end, I end up making less money anyways. So whether you want to have a more enjoyable career or make more money, my thing has always been, I need to take some vacation at least once a quarter, to recharge my batteries, so I can keep going in a really focused way when we're on. So that's my tip for the parting for the year is, if you have some plans to take some time off, take the damn time off. Like don't be poaching. No, don't be doing some project or whatever. Like unplug and try to spend time with family or hiking or whatever whatever recharges your battery. Now's the time to do that.
Yes, it's okay to say you're out of the office for a couple days. Okay. Like Ed said, if you're going to take the time off, take it off. Protect your time off, just as you protect your time on. So yeah, and also I think it's important, like you said, to recharge for sure, but also to put a punctuation on this year, right? I mean, time, blah blah blah, is a construct of our minds, but it really, we need that. We need that measurement, right? And we need to look back at what we've accomplished. Again, I'll go back to what you were saying last week, I believe, and your coach asked you, to write down all that you've accomplished this year, and really revel in that and go deep in that, because I think that's I see, from my point of view, I see so much that has been accomplished by each of you as individuals and as a group and as a community. But you need to recognize it yourself, and you need to really just bask in the accomplishment of what has been achieved in this challenging moment, right? I think there's so many amazing little stories in our community. So that's what you should use this time to really put a period on this year and and just revel in that conversation, in that narrative, in that success, right?
I love that. And on that point, I'll add and just say, as an office, as a pool of agents, as well as the leadership in the office and everything, I mean, we got thrown a major curve. Well, no, we didn't get thrown a major curveball. We got thrown several major curveballs in LA as realtors this year. And kudos to everybody for like rolling with it. There's a lot of agents who threw up their hands and hit under the covers come March or April. And kudos to everybody. I mean, we had a very successful year as an office, and at a time when surviving would have been great, and instead we thrived in the circumstances. I'm just very impressed by that. Impressed by the agents.
I agree. Brian gave me some news yesterday. Brian, I'll let you share what you told me yesterday. Do you know what I'm alluding to? I mean, we'll come back to this conversation, and we'll show you the numbers, but I don't know if Brian can.
Oh, Brian, I'm sorry, my mic doesn't work.
Anyway, here we go. We had a better year this year than we did last year. Okay.
Wow.
That's the teaser, right? Is units and volume better than last year. So we'll come back and we'll revel in that in the new year. So we'll present it with all the numbers and such. But that's what that's the news Brian gave me yesterday. So
I mean, we did that with no open houses or whatever. A very
for
minimal amount of open houses. All the hurdles that were put in our way. We had a better year this year than last year. I love that. That's awesome.
It's because of Maury.
Yeah, exactly.
I think so too.
Tracy, you're so funny.
The Maury bump.
Maury took us over.
Woo, woo, woo.
All right, let's
That's funny.
let's move forward. I don't think Howie's on. Is Howie on? No, I don't think Howie's on here. He was texting me off to the side. So Hayden has a birthday this week, and Mimi and Shahab, also Eric and Michelle all have birthdays in this momentous week. Andy, you want to chat a little? Say hi, Andy. Some more.
Yeah, hi. Just to what Ed and Joey and everybody was saying and stuff too, I want to just express my gratitude for the support of the office. It has been a crazy year, really crazy. Shout out to Maury. We just closed our first deal together. Gina and I just closed a deal. Tracy and Lorna, Tiffany, just super, super, super grateful for everybody. I know it's been nuts, so I appreciate it. In terms of what's going on, same kind of stuff in terms of the market. The media is talking about affordability walls. New home sales were down in November by about 15%. And it's important to know, though, that taking into consideration, builders and contractors and stuff were totally shut down at the beginning of this. And that obviously impacted the rate that new homes were being built and so forth. The media likes to play on the new home sales. And the truth is, it's not about affordability at all. It's that their hands were tied with building, and there just is not enough supply for the demand.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So that's really it. Purchases are up 26% year over year.
Woo!
So
Good job. Thank you, Andy.
Andy.
yeah.
Thank you, Andy.
It may be. Is Raha on there? I don't know that she is.
I don't think so. I think
I don't think
a
so.
lot of us thought that we weren't having a meeting this week because we did our whole reflection last week.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like the end.
Yeah. It was the beginning of the end.
Mhm.
Ven, how you doing, buddy?
This is the after party.
Exactly. It's where the cool people go. I thought I saw Ven on there. No? Oh, no. Ven. All right. All right. Let's go. Office deep cleaning this Sunday. We're going to do another deep cleaning and disinfecting bomb in there. If anybody has anything on their on top of their surfaces, right, like papers and stuff, we want to be able to touch every surface. So if you could just, if anybody has a desk here, just clear the surfaces of any papers as much as possible, so that the disinfecting can reach the actual it's not disinfecting your paperwork, but the actual furniture in the office. How's that, right? And that's going to be, so the office will be closed until 8. So basically, that's Sunday from 3:30 to 8:30. The office will be inaccessible because they're going to be bombing it, right? Does that make sense?
That's awesome.
Question?
Yes.
Good. That's recognition. Also, in lieu of the stay-at-home order, I really want to be respectful of the staff. And in that, I've kind of adjusted the office hours for John and Brian. John is going to be here from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and Brian's going to be here from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So, if you need either of them in the physical nature, that's when they'll be in the office. Brian will be accessible, for the whole day, and John will be working on other projects in the time that he's not physically in the office. But, I apologize for any discomfort in getting, discomfort in getting your check or information. But, in lieu of shutting completely down, this is the compromise that I think we all feel comfortable with. John will be out of the office starting today. The office will be closed on Friday, right? Friday is the 25th. Is that correct? Yeah. Is that correct? Am I losing my mind? Anybody?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The 20th.
Yeah. So it'll be closed on Friday, and half a day tomorrow. Half a day will be closed half a day tomorrow and all day Friday, and then the same on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Okay. Does that make sense to everyone?
I hear you.
Congratulations, some closed escrows here. We have Dragana, Maury, and Laura closed on Blix, Heidi on Beechwood, Jacqueline, Tim on Idaho, and I closed with an old client, Bates Hennington, and Paul Yu. All had closings this week. Congratulations, you guys. Also, some new escrows, right? Heidi opened up 2 new escrows this week, and Anna opened up a new escrow on Spring. Congratulations, you guys. The trains are rolling forward. Also closed leases, Day, Christina, Yvette, Ian, and Ann, and Heidi Davis all closed leases this week also. People are moving into their new places before Christmas, I guess, in the new year. And some new listings released this week. What do we have? Ian has a studio apartment, one bath, 460 square feet for lease for $1,590 on 7th Street downtown. Also, Day on Estrella has a lease, a 9-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,000 square foot property for $6,700. You can have a big party in there. Also, Paul Yu has a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,290 square feet on Ardmore, South Ardmore for $689,000. Nice size unit. Shia has a, that looks like San Francisco, totally, doesn't it? Has a 4-unit, total of 3,387 square feet, 6,000 square foot lot. All units are 1-bedroom, 1-bath. And that's just under $1 million, $949,000 on South Ardmore. Dragona also has a lease on North Sycamore, a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,692 square feet for $5,500 a month. Linda Roth Burrell has a lease on 6th Ave. That's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath for $1,350. Has a 1-bedroom, 1-bath lease on Flower Street for $2,300. And Tiffany Park has a new listing, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, just a little under 1,100 square feet for $649,000 on Mariposa. It's a cool looking building. All right, wants, needs. Did I forget anybody?
Joey,
Yes,
Tim.
Tim.
Hey,
How's it going, Tim? What do you got?
good. Well, I have it's not a want or a need. It's more of a warning. I've been doing, Facebook ads, and my credit card got compromised on Facebook.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I don't know what the game is, but somebody used my credit card and they ran it up right to the I think it's $125 or $150, so it was like $149, and took out an ad. I don't know what where they're making their money, but they did it 2 times, 3 times. I canceled the credit card, so I got a new credit card. I took all the credit cards off, everything, right? I got a new credit card. I activated it, and 2 days later, this same character was trying to take out Facebook ads with that new card. Somehow they've gotten the whole.
What Facebook have to say?
Well, Facebook, it's been denied. I don't know. I'm trying to. They didn't even let it go through.
Right.
But and Facebook, yeah, good luck trying to get a hold of somebody at Facebook.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But in the end, somehow, and I was doing it through command and through Facebook itself. So I'm not sure where
where the breach is.
Where it's compromised. Is it through
the breach
command?
is at Facebook, right?
What's that?
The breach is at Facebook somehow.
One would think, but I'm just putting it out there for anybody else that's been running Facebook ads.
Keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on it, and they just charge enough that it's under the radar that you wouldn't notice right away.
Right. What kind of ads are they taking out, for crying out loud?
You know what? That was it. It was taken out for like advertise a car, but it's the same one every time. So somehow I don't know what they're doing, how they're making money, but it was this same like white Explorer, and it was like good to run. And then, like I said, $125. I mean, I don't know what the play is. Who's getting the money? Facebook, but right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand it, but it's like this same ad.
Keep an eye on your bill.
Keep an eye on your bill, exactly. And
Yeah.
I'm probably going to try and talk to Howie and see if he can figure out where that's coming from, whether it's Facebook, it's the card, or it's command.
Huh. Yeah, and the fact that they jumped on it right after you got a new card is weird.
That's very weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
That they evidently had the new number and everything is what they're telling me. And I did, like I said, I didn't try and log it in to buy more ads on the new card.
Right. Bizarre. Yeah, I'd be curious. Also, update, might be that your computer is compromised. Oh, yeah. If you're shopping through, yeah. That I put through. What was I going to say? Oh, also the ADA compliance piece. Again, if anybody has an outside vendor who is who they've hired to do a standalone website, please contact them and ask them to make sure that your website is ADA compliant. One of our agents received a summons and a letter. It's an extortion kind of bid at this point because it's such a new law that there are profiteers out there on the class action side and on the remedy side. So there is a widget that you could put onto your website. I think they're charging Tiffany, what was that, $35 a month or something like that?
Can't remember exactly, somewhere around there.
So
It's like a plug and play type of thing.
they're
Third party.
basically they're profiteering
Mhm.
from this little glitch. Just so you know, because of Eileen's issue, I went to the board with John Barentine, and they're running it up the flagpole too because they're seeing it happen, and they're trying to create some protections for the individual agents. They made some big statements initially without any kind of substantive. They don't really give us anything in our toolkit that an individual agent should not be charged for not being ADA compliant, right? They could not, is what they say. Tracy's saying that there's a free widget that you could put on there, but even
no, I'm not saying there's a free one. I'm asking if CAR or our board or someone can provide something to all of us so we can, upload it.
So Tracy, number one is if you have a Keller Williams website, I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. If you have an outside website, you call your website provider. CAR is just because of our situation. John got an accelerated conversation with the CAR board or whatever, and NAR board is what it is. And so in that they just started a conversation, and how walking through mud these organizations are. It's going to take a while for them to come up with a remedy. Okay, so do you have a standalone website?
Yeah, mine's not with Keller Williams. I have a different website.
So you should call your website provider.
Yeah, I'm not compliant. They said they don't do that. They said in Florida they're having this issue too. They said it's only California and Florida they've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
That people have asked, and they said the person I spoke to, granted they were in the tech department of it, they said that they think it's just like a scare tactic, and that honestly very few people get pinged on this. But then they did refer me to that widget, that you have to pay for, and it's monthly, and I was just like, one more thing.
And so if you're willing to roll the dice, the ball is in your hand as a business owner, Tracy.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I want to be compliant, obviously. I just was thinking,
I don't know that the widget is going to do it. I've heard, again, it's so new, and I've heard that someone put the widget on, and the widget did not prove to be totally compliant. So it's the early stage of this law, this issue, this abuse, right? And in it, there are profiteers trying to make money off of agents, right? And
Yeah,
so,
but I mean, honestly, like you said, even if you get the widget and it doesn't work, like what are we supposed to do? I mean, the whole reason I left the KW site is because it was just a bunch of landing pages, and honestly, I needed someone to handle it for me. So I got a referral for a great company, actually through Ben, and I'm really happy with them. So I have this new site, and they're kind of like don't know what to do either. So we're really, like you said, in a bind. I mean, even if I get the widget, you're saying it might not work.
like I said, you can revert back to your Keller Williams page for a short time until the people you pay for the service work it out, or you can work it out yourself. There are your options.
Yeah.
You as a
Okay.
business person, you need to make that choice of what you're willing to do, right?
Okay, thank you.
You know, it's a conversation in flux, and you know, trying to work it out. Again, we're at the front of this conversation. I'd say 90% of the brokerage is probably not even having this conversation yet, because we had somebody in our office who was you know, sent a summons. But be aware, for sure. And let me know if you get a summons. There's, you know, there's a couple different ways you could. There's no clear path forward on it, right? There's a couple, you know, some people have been successful in giving them the finger and saying, you know, we're going to fight this to the end, and you know, set a court date, and they went away. There's people who have compromised and, you know, given some money, but you give them money and, you know, they could just bring in a different defendant, right? These are individual, so it's the lawyers have these, you know, 80 these people who are you know, disabled in some way, and they you know, go and start suing everybody, and it's like a giant fishing expedition. Get 500, 3,500, couple thousand. It's the way it works. All right. Anybody else wants or needs? Fill the bucket.
I have a packet listing coming on the market probably like mid January or February. 1 bedroom, 1 condo in Westwood area for 520,000.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry. I was
1 bedroom, 1 bath condo in Westwood.
Okay.
For 520.
Oh, wow.
And it's not going to be on MLS for at least until January, mid-January.
Excellent. Anybody have a kid going to UCLA?
Is right like 2 blocks south of Wilshire, which is like walking distance to UCLA.
Yep.
And it could be a great investment property for starters, because my client started like that, and it was really good.
Yeah, no, you could get a UCLA student to live there for a semester, or a year, and they move out every year, right?
Yes, and it's a resort style condo, so really nice. Amenities are really great.
What street is it on?
On Veteran, like
Veteran,
1440.
okay.
Yeah.
How big is it?
693 square feet. HOA is about 500, but the electricity are included, like it's included.
Got it.
That's something. Excellent. Anyone else? Thank you, Joseph.
I have a 2-bedroom coming up in the west side, if anyone's interested. It's a condo. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,434 square feet in like the Century City area near, what is that? Rancho Park Golf Club. It's near there.
Motor and Pico?
It's on El Mayo.
Uh-huh.
So just east of Beverly Glen Boulevard, north of Pico. Yeah, so right there. And we'll be listing By the second week of, right after the new year, we'll be going on.
Excellent.
A lot of space,
How
Nice.
much, Steve?
nice building. We're gonna be listing at 849. I think around 849.
Excellent.
Mhm.
All right. Anyone else? Nothing. Okay. Well, John, you guys, I wanted to just give a shout out to the staff, Merlin and Brian and John for just rising, showing up every day in this challenging moment. These guys did a really great job. And we depend on we depend on the staff a lot, and I really want to give them a shout out for just always being there and rising to the occasion. You're a bunch of great guys. Really happy to be in business with all of you. And if no one else has anything, just say Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, and Happy New Year for anyone who celebrates the new year, right? It's very exciting. 2021 is a year of possibilities, right?
Thank you, Joey.
Yes,
My
thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Joey.
Joey. Happy
Thank
New
you.
guys,
Year.
you guys
Happy New
Happy
Year and
New
Merry
Year.
Christmas
Love
to
you all.
everybody.
enjoy some
Happy
time
holidays.
off and really create the time off for yourself. All right, don't just call it time off. Actually, liquefy yourself. Enjoy your families.
That sounds nice.
Will do.
Will
Thank you.
do.
Take care.
Big love, you guys.
Bye, everyone. Happy
Bye.
holidays.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year's.